Hello everyone and welcome to module 3 of the Social Marketer. So if you're on this module, hopefully you've done modules 1 and 2, especially module 2, which was all about designing and creating your social media accounts. So if you haven't yet done that, I recommend that you actually go back to module 2 and watch the videos on there first, especially the introduction to module 2, where we go through what social media channels would be the best ones to be on as an accountancy firm and what ones should you be on based on your target audience and so on. So there's a lot of good info in there, so if you haven't done that already, make sure that you watch the videos first. But other than that, now we are going to focus on module 3, and this is where things start to get a bit more exciting, where we are actually going to start helping you build a targeted audience of people interested in what you do. So there's a number of ways that we can actually start doing that, and it really depends on what social media channel you've decided to create your accounts on. That will depend how you actually grow your audience. So to start off with, I'm going to just go through, in this video, I'm going to go through some of the options that you have for the top 4 social media channels: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and show you just a brief overview of some of the ways that you can actually start to grow your audience, just so you can see the bigger picture in your mind. And then after this video, you can actually go through step by step through some other videos where we'll actually go through how you can actually build your audience in a bit more detail, and just basically follow what I do and just do the same for yourself. So first of all, let's speak about Twitter. So Twitter is actually one of the easiest social media channels to start building up a targeted audience, and it's the easiest for a number of reasons, and some of this I covered in module 2. But just briefly to go through why Twitter is good to build up a targeted audience is because, first of all, it's free, so you don't have to spend any of your money on Twitter paid ads or advertisements to start growing your audience. So you can actually do it organically and at your own pace and just spend your time doing it rather than spending lots of money. And secondly, Twitter is a public social media channel, an open social media channel, sorry, where what that means is that on Facebook people have private accounts, and sometimes even on Instagram people have private accounts, but on Twitter most people have public accounts. So it's much easier to find people in your target audience, engage with them, and start to have conversations with them. So on Twitter we are going to show you how you can start to find people who match your criteria, match the kind of people in your target audience, how you can then follow them, and then how you can start to engage with them and build up a targeted audience on Twitter, so that you can not only just connect to your existing clients and existing potential clients and leads and things like that, but actually connect to new people that you've maybe just heard about or met for the first time through social media, and how you can start using Twitter to actually build up on those relationships. So some really exciting stuff in here. The next one is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is another powerful social media channel, especially for accountancy firms and people in the B2B space. So for LinkedIn, one of the best ways that we found to grow your targeted audience is to actually connect with people that you know in real life, and people that maybe you've connected to already, such as on LinkedIn or other channels or other platforms. So basically anyone that you meet, either online or offline, you need to be connecting to them on LinkedIn. And even if these people are potential clients or they're not potential clients, but if they are, valuable and high quality business people, then we would still recommend that you connect to them to grow your network on LinkedIn. And the reason for that is that the more people that you're connected to on LinkedIn, the more people that will see your social media updates, the more people that will see your content when you share it on there, and also the more people that will actually potentially share your stuff and like your stuff, so that people that they're connected to will also see it as well. So it has sort of a domino effect. By connecting to more people on LinkedIn, it basically gets your content and it gets your accountancy firm in front of more people. And again, LinkedIn, similar to Facebook, you don't actually have to pay money to LinkedIn, you just have to spend your time to grow your network and grow your audience. So it's something that you can do in your own time, and you can spend as much or as little time as you like. Just create processes around what you need to do and turn those processes into habits, and you can quite easily spend in very little time, you can actually quite easily start to grow your network very effectively on LinkedIn. So we're going to show you how you can do that, how you can connect to new people, how you can connect to existing people that you may already know, potential clients, prospects, everything you need to know to start growing your network, so that more people can see the kind of things that you post on there and share on there. So finally, we have Facebook, and Facebook also includes Instagram, as I've mentioned before in module 2. because Facebook actually own Instagram. They're very similar in terms of how you grow an audience and how you generate leads from them. So for Facebook and Instagram, the way that you build a targeted audience and generate leads is through paid advertising. And what we would actually recommend is that when you're using Facebook and Instagram, rather than focus too much on gaining likes and followers, we would actually recommend that you focus on getting results. So by results, I mean getting a lead or getting a prospect to message you or engage with you, or have someone take some form of action. Because if you're going to be spending money on Facebook and on Instagram, we'd rather you use that money to get some form of result. And sometimes you can spend money to grow your followers and spend money to grow your likes on Facebook and things like that, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to convert into business. It might help down the line, or it might convert into business down the line. But initially, the best ways you can actually use Facebook and Instagram is to get some form of result. And as we go through the Facebook and Instagram advertising section, you'll see that you can actually choose the kind of goal that you want to have when you're using Facebook and Instagram. So you can choose whether you want to get more engagement, whether you want to get more views for a video or an article that you've created. You can see if you want to get more people to your website. You can choose if you want to get more conversions. Whatever it is that you want to do, Facebook can actually help you through their algorithm. They can help you achieve that. So you still need to do some work yourself and do a lot of testing and optimization, and we're going to show you how you can do that. But essentially, you can actually use the Facebook platform itself, and Facebook actually want you to get the kind of results that you're looking for. So they adapt their algorithm accordingly based on the goals that you set at the beginning of your campaign. This will probably all make more sense to you once we go through the videos on how you can use Facebook and Instagram. But for now, I just want you to keep that in mind, that that you need to set your goals initially with Facebook and Instagram and be clear about what you want to achieve. And also you need to spend money on Facebook and Instagram to get any sort of results. You can't just do this organically. It's going to be very difficult, if not impossible, to start building an audience and generating leads on Facebook and Instagram just organically. So you need to pay money to them directly to do that, which is why we normally leave that till last, because most people, they're just starting out and they want to test what kind of results they can get. So Twitter and LinkedIn are great ones to start off with and test. And then once you know what kind of message maybe resonates with your target audience, or what kind of offer you could send to them, and what kind of things that you can share that people actually respond to, then you can actually use that data to invest it into Facebook and Instagram and get similar, if not much bigger kind of results. So it's definitely a powerful channel, but one that we recommend that you hold back on for the beginning until you've got everything else set up and in place, and then you can start using Facebook and Instagram. And once you're ready for that, we're going to show you how you can actually do everything you need to know to get the best kind of results. And just one final thing with Facebook and Instagram, they also have a very powerful feature called retargeting, where you can also basically show advertisements to people that you're already connected to, or people that you already know. It could be people that visited your website, it could be people in your email list, it could be people that have visited a certain page on your website, such as a pricing page. It could be people that have gone to a webinar. Basically, there's all kinds of ways that you can retarget people. And Facebook allows you to basically put a tracking pixel on your web page or your website somewhere, or on any pages you like. And by installing that tracking pixel, you can track what people, or Facebook can track what people visit your website, and then later on show them advertisements very specific to what kind of actions they've taken. So this is a bit more advanced, but it's a very, very powerful feature, especially if you're organizing events or you have your own content that you want to get in front of warm prospects. So if you've got people visiting your website but they haven't yet bought anything, or they've not become a client, or if you're talking to people that are just prospects and you just need to finally make them, make the decision to become one of your clients, retargeting them with some very specific adverts is a very cost-effective and highly effective way of getting the kind of results that you want to get. And we're going to show you how you can do that as well in the training videos. So all of that, as you can imagine, is going to be really exciting, and I'm sure you're looking forward to going through those videos and learning as much as you can to actually implement this and take action. Just wanted to talk briefly about the other social media channels that we have here at the bottom. Medium, as I also mentioned in Module 2, you can actually quite effectively grow an audience on Medium by connecting it to your Twitter account, and as you grow your Twitter followers, you can actually help move them over to Medium as well. So we'll show you how you can do that. But again, that's why it makes sense to start off with Twitter first and then move on to Medium a bit later on once you have a bit more of an audience. Snapchat, again, that's a very sort of trendy modern social media channel right now. You might not be ready for it at this point in time, but if you're feeling a bit brave and you're happy to be on video and show people what you're doing, maybe behind the scenes in your company, or showing people your sort of day-to-day activities, especially if you're out a lot. So if you're out and about, going to events or speaking at events or networking, or you've got got interesting things that you can actually show people, then Snapchat could be a really good one to get a lot of engagement from people. And the great thing about Snapchat is that it has a high level of engagement. So if someone follows you on Snapchat, they're going to be watching the kind of videos that you're posting, and they're going to be fully engaged. And you can quite rapidly build up a really strong relationship just by using Snapchat. Snapchat is pretty much all about videos and pictures, and it's all about what's happening right now in the moment. So again, to build up an audience on Snapchat, you would actually use the other social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, to direct people to your Snapchat page to actually help you grow an audience. So it's not something you have to do right now, but it's worth keeping in mind for the future. Okay, and then we have Google Plus. So Google Plus is actually relatively straightforward in terms of growing an audience. The only problem with Google Plus right now is that there's not a lot of active people that use Google Plus. So unless that changes in the future, it's probably not worth spending too much of your time on this unless you have extra time and you've already done the other social media channels. But right now, I'd recommend you actually spend most of your time and resources, especially if they're limited, which they most likely are, on the other social media channels. But if you are interested in growing an audience on Google Plus, there are ways you can do that, and it's relatively straightforward and quite simple, and we'll show you how you can do that. And on YouTube, you can actually promote your videos across all your other social media channels, so you can actually post updates and links to your YouTube videos. But also there's a way that you can actually optimize your YouTube videos so that they can show up in search results, such as on the YouTube search results and on the Google search results. So we're going to show you some really cool strategies in how you can actually do that, and you can actually get some organic traffic, free organic traffic going to your videos, and that can be a really powerful way to actually build up a targeted audience on your other channels as well, because on your YouTube videos you can actually use YouTube to promote your other channels such as Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and so on. So they can all work together hand in hand. You can also cross promote each other on your channel. So you can, for example, on your Facebook or your Twitter, you can actually send people to your LinkedIn account or your Medium account or your Snapchat and so on. So there's all ways that you can help. If you have a strong audience on Twitter, for example, you can help grow your other channels by directing them to your other channels and giving them a reason for you to follow them, for them to follow you there as well. So we're going to show you how you can do all of that. But hopefully in this video, this gives you a nice little overview of how you can start to grow your audience. And then in the rest of the videos, we're actually going to drill down step by step on how you can do it. So you can just basically copy what we do and do it for yourself in your accountancy firm.